right now.
Yeah, I'm like,
Is there a way for it to make me look thinner?
no, it's not you.
I'm like,
Ooh.
Oh god. Oh god.
So now you can see everybody. Yeah, we're live right now.
Oh.
No, we're not.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought you just said we weren't.
No, I said we aren't officially going until 5 o'clock, but you know,
Oh, man.
have fun for candid comedy.
Fun.
Dang.
It's gonna put a filter on my.
There's 2 people watching already.
Oh, who? Can we see who?
I
Probably your
can't see
mom.
who, but that's that number right there. It might be my mom next door, so
Hey,
hi
hi,
mom. If it's you.
I love my mom.
For the 4 people that are tuning in right now, we're going to get started in just a couple minutes. But I figured while we're getting organized, you might enjoy a little bit of comedic action from my friends here because it never seems to end. Oh, sorry, 7 people are now watching.
You asked us.
So-
This
One
was
of them might be Chris.
this was your
Yeah,
bright
the
idea.
G5, let's go. Hey, we got a couple minutes and we'll get everything started. So yes, guys, there's where the comments are coming in. Hello from Orange Grove, Texas. What's up, Robert? How's the weather over there in Orange Grove? Hopefully still nice, or are you guys getting another cold snap already? No, well, it's been cool here today.
It's been
It
beautiful.
was perfect today.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was kind of nice. Well, I like being in the studio. Everybody parks in their studio because it's cooler out here than in the house. Tampa, Florida. Now, let's see. Hello, interested to see what this is about. Well, Craig's Turbo, you're going to find out here shortly. Gatlinburg, Tennessee, August and Melinda. We were just out there for the Great Smoky Mountain Jeep Invasion a few months ago. And we got Craig in Iowa. Cold snap Saturday, but in the 80s today. You know what? I deal with people in Minnesota all the time, and they were talking about it snowing while I'm sitting there on a live meeting out with the horses, and it was 80-something degrees, and they were jealous of the blue sky. So, Black Flag Adventure, what's up? Happy Christmas from SoCal. What's going on? It's gonna be fun. I'm not even gonna do anything.
I can't read that. I can't read that either.
That's why I've got my old man glasses
But
on.
can we move this closer?
No,
I don't
because
wanna-
it'll pull on
I
the
don't
camera.
I don't
So
want
it'll destroy my extremely professional setup in my garage. So, all right, 4:59. We're about to get started. Looks like we've got 7 people on right now, and hopefully a bunch more coming on at 5. So for all you early birds, awesome. Thank you for joining us. And 67 tomorrow. All-time record, but 67 mile an hour. Well, yeah, I don't envy anybody in the Midwest right now after tornadoes and crazy weather and things like that. So anybody tuning in from that direction, I just hope you're staying safe, and I hope you and your loved ones are doing all right. It's been a tragic week out there. Yeah, that sucks, and you're going out there next week, so I'm worried about Saturday. Yeah,
It's okay. I'm in hills. Tornadoes don't like hills.
tornadoes don't like hills.
Not as much.
They just like mobile home parks.
More, flat places.
Yeah. So yeah, well, it tore a swath through a whole flat part of the country. So hopefully that doesn't happen anymore this season, because that's rough news. We all see enough bad news. We don't need to see that on the news. All right, everybody. So it's 5 o'clock. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. So what's going on, everybody? My name is Chris from GearAmerica, and we are in the GearAmerica studio, which is technically the GearAmerica West Garage, nestled in the desert just outside of Phoenix, Arizona. And tonight we're doing a very special live presentation on YouTube Live. And we'll cover what makes it so special here in a few minutes. Hopefully you can hear us all okay. We've got 6 of us in here, so we're going to be kind of spreading across, and I'll have the folks at either end yell so they'll be able to hear everybody. Yeah, we'll be able to hear them, trust me. So for those of you that tuned into my last YouTube Live, I was in a smaller studio and I was by myself, and we were talking about new products, things like that. But today I've got some guests, and that is the fault of the gal down here at the end, because she said, wouldn't it be a hoot if we were on YouTube Live with you? But the folks I have on YouTube Live, I have a brand ambassador, Jen, right beside me to my right, which would be probably your left on the screen. And the other 4 gals here are from Leigh-owned Toyotas, which is a club that we sponsor at GearAmerica. So I'm going to start clear down at that end, and I'm going to have them introduce themselves to you. And you're going to do is when this goes from the live to the not live recorded version where I can put notes and everything, I'm going to put links to these guys' YouTube pages, or not YouTube, Instagram pages, because they've got pictures of their rigs and all kinds of adventures and things like that. So, Daisy, let's start with you down at the end. Who are you? Who are you with? What do you drive?
I'm Daisy with Leigh-owned Toyotas. I have a 2017 Toyota Tacoma. 2-wheel drive, but take it out like it's 4-wheel drive. We just send it like this one. Yeah, pretty much. I'm Kendahl. I drive a 2020 Toyota Tacoma, also two-wheel drive, but you would not think that it's two-wheel drive. Not with the way that we drive.
Nope.
I'm Jennifer, and I have a 2018 Outback that is all-wheel drive, and I do things I'm not supposed to. But thank God I've got some good recovery people with me and some good gear.
The three of you, and you want to talk about two-wheel drive and Subarus and things like that.
Yeah.
I don't remember ever pulling you guys out of anything. So for as much as they want to doubt themselves with two-wheel drives, full send mode works really well. These guys are actually really awesome off-road. So moving down here.
Hi, I'm Leigh. I drive a 2020 4Runner that is four-wheel drive with lady-owned Toyotas.
And I'm Michelle. I drive a 2017 Toyota Tacoma, four-wheel drive, sorry. And I send it too, even four-wheel drive. I am the original Arizona ambassador for Lady-Owned Toyotas. Kenna is also one of our ambassadors. Kendahl, sorry.
Kenna is one of our ambassadors.
Kenna is one of our
She's not here, though.
ambassadors. She can't be here, and Jordan, hopefully they're both watching us. So come check out Lady-Owned Toyotas if you own a Toyota.
Yep, definitely. And like I said, I'm going to put links once we kick this over to the regular YouTube. I'm going to put links down below for Lady-Owned Toyotas and everybody's Instagram pages because they're awesome. They're fun to follow. You can also check out Old Canyon Outdoors, which is kind of my adventure page where we go out with these guys all the time, put up all kinds of cool videos. So it's a great group of people, and that's why they're here. And that's why Jen is sponsored by us, and this group is sponsored by us, is because they're good people. They drive great rigs, and they help people out when needed. The gear that these guys carry isn't for themselves; it's to help out other people. So that's what we like to say. No, I don't buy this for myself. I don't need to be recovered. So, yep. So that's my group today. So welcome everybody. So one of the big things that we're doing today to cover in the live feed is I just kicked a whole bunch of products live on the GearAmerica website. A bunch of new stuff that we just came out with, and I'm actually going to have Michelle hand me a few things over here. You guys might have seen the previous video for our ATV and UTV line. We've got yellow Kinetic recovery rope and soft shackles out now that are a little bit smaller diameter, but still soft shackle is 17,000 pound capacity. The Kinetic rope is a 19,000 pound capacity. So for all the ATVs, UTVs out there, which your top size one's probably going to be what, 2,800 pounds. These are for you. So we've got those. I'm not going to pull those out. We've already talked about those in a previous video, but a couple things I do want to cover is my notes. See what happens when you get old and blind. We just dropped our Uber Shackle hitch receiver. So we have the Mega Shackle hitch receiver, which everybody's probably seen, which has an aluminum receiver plug here and a Mega Shackle on it. But we just dropped these out. They just went live on the site, and this is the Uber Shackle hitch receiver. Now, what's cool about these is they're steel. They don't have an 8-ton shackle. They have a 10-ton shackle. So we did a 10-ton workload and a 20-ton minimum brake strength on these guys, and they are burly. They're heavy. They're heavy duty. They come with the Uber shackle, so of course they come with a key. So you got the locking shackle on there. And added bonus, not only do they come in the class 3-4 size, which is for the 2-inch receivers, but we also have class 5 now for the 2.5-inch folks. So those of you with the big diesels, 3/4 ton, 1 ton with that big 2.5-inch class 5 receiver, we've got you covered with a 20-ton minimum brake strength hitch receiver with the Uber shackle. So those are live on the site. They come in black and red, and then in both sizes. So that's a big deal that we've got going right now. Next up, I put out a survey, and it has to have been about 9 months ago now, where we were going over different colors and color suggestions from people. I did it out in the VIP emails, and we got so much feedback on what colors people wanted that we narrowed it down to 3. And it was pink, purple, and white. So I sent out another email, and I said, if I could do one shackle color, what color would you want? And it was pretty much a unanimous decision for all 3. So we got with our powder coaters, and we got with our people that handle all the 3-stage coatings, and we just came out with all 3 of them. So Michelle, let's see what we got. So this is actually the white one is out live on the website right now. This is one of our purples. This is actually, we're going with the RAL paint coat on it, which is Signal Violet. So it's kind of a pastel purple on it. And then we've got Heather Violet, which is a pastel pink. So we got the pink and purple that everybody was asking for, and the white. Now I do have in production a little bit darker grape purple and a little bit brighter, like a Barbie pink, but those won't be out until later in 2022. But for those of you looking for the purple and the pink and the white, we've got them. They're live on the website. So you guys have been asking for that for a year, maybe longer. I mean, we've got Leigh and Toyotas, and you can see the colors on Michelle's shirt. They got the purple, they got the pink, they got the light blue. I don't have blue yet, sorry, just the dark blue, so you're just gonna have to suffer with that. But we do have the Mega Shackles out in 3 new colors live on the website. Now, we also just released a new, this isn't as flashy or as cool, but we've got a new set of locking hitch pins. So the Uber Shackle hitch receiver does come with a locking hitch pin, but I wanted to bring this up later. So we have both a Class 3, 4, and a Class 5. These are our brand new design locking hitch pins. The Class 5 has a 3.5-inch shaft, but it's got 2 nice rubber O-rings on it, so it's going to fit nice and snug. We have a rubberized lock head on it, and super easy to attach. Put it through, click it in, and you're locked. And with the lock facing forward, I don't know how many times people out there or anybody here has tried to, get underneath their bumper and try to get a key in sideways, and it's just not convenient. So with the key lock, with the lock facing straight out with a little waterproof rubber cap, nice and easy to use for the 2-inch and the 2.5-inch. Those are both live on the website also. Hey, we got a lot of stuff going live today. Now, last but not least, the real reason why I'm here for you guys today is because we have something brand spanking new that just came out and just went live. And that is our new GearAmerica Gold Ring. Thanks for the drum roll. What is the Gold Ring, do you ask? GOLD stands for GearAmerica Off-Road Loop Device. I came up with that because I was feeling snappy one day. And the Gold Ring is our first one-piece Snatch Recovery Ring. I don't know what you've seen about this on the internet. This is not brand new technology. I did not invent this donut, but we did make some changes to it with some contours on the inside, plus the extra grip on the outside. When your fingers are wet and you have gloves on, you're not going to drop it, and I'm not going to hit her in the face with it when I do this because we put some grip on it.
I was about orange wear headgear.
Yeah.
Nobody told me about the headgear.
There are some of these on the market, but what sets ours apart is the contours on it, the shape of it, the anodizing on it, and of course the workload and the minimum brake strength. This has a 24,000-pound workload on it, so, and a 48,000-pound minimum brake strength. We conservatively rated it at 48,000 pounds on the minimum brake strength, and I'll explain what minimum brake strength is really quick. We take all of our gear and we put it on giant hydraulic machines and we break it. That's how we test it. That's how we find out what the strengths are. And if we take 100 of these shackles and we put them on a machine, and one breaks at 100,000 pounds, and one breaks at 60,000 pounds, and one breaks at 2 million pounds, we have to go with the minimum braking strength to be the minimum, to be the MBS, the minimum brake strength. We can't just go out and say, oh, it's got 100,000 pound strength on it because one of them made it that far. We have to go with the minimum. That's the MBS. Now, there's something in all rigging industry, the entire rigging industry has what's called a safety factor, and different parts have different safety factors, and it's a division of the minimum brake strength to come up with the workload. Like this has a 2-to-1 safety factor. So with a 48,000 pound minimum brake strength, you divide that by 2, and you've got your 24,000 pound workload on it. I know it's a lot to think about, but that's why we put both on the box. We put the workload limit, the WLL, and the MBS, the minimum brake strength, on it. Now with this guy, when you go out and you break a shackle, it's pretty easy. You put enough strength into one of these things. This thing is 60,000+ pounds minimum brake strength, and when it breaks, it breaks. But when we were testing these, it's kind of interesting because you put a soft shackle through the hole and you put a winch ramp around this way. However you pull this thing, all we could get it to do was barely collapse in on itself. And that's why we did it at 48,000 pounds. To get this thing to actually fail or break was, exponentially higher than that. But we conservatively rated it at 48,000 pound for minimum brake strength, which is going to be more than enough than all these guys running 12,000 pound winches and things like that on their rigs when you're using one of the Gold Rings. So this replaces a Snatch Block. Robert, no problem. They're live on the website, but don't order one yet. You're going to thank me in a second.
But wait, there's more. But wait, if you buy now.
Yeah, don't jump up. Stay on the live. Just stay with me. Stay with me. You're going to thank me in a few minutes. So yeah, this replaces the Snatch Block. Now, we've come a long way since, let's just go back to like the 1970s. Sorry, it's past where you guys, but anyway, in the 1970s, maybe even earlier than that, people used chains for recoveries. Then they used straps with hooks on them. Then they just did plain straps. Now we have kinetic ropes. Well, the Snatch Block is kind of the same thing. It started with older technology and is kind of evolving because winches used to be all steel cable. A larger percentage of winches now are coming with synthetic winch rope on it. And that's where this comes in. This is designed to be used with a soft shackle and a synthetic winch line. So I'm going to show you how it hooks up, make it real easy, because instead of having rotating plates and bearings and pulleys and things like that, all you have is this one piece, no moving parts, made of aluminum, never rust, last you a lifetime. So let's show you how it hooks up. All right, somebody grab that tree strap and pretend you're a tree. All right.
I feel like there's a lot of comments coming my way. What do I do?
So we're just take these two ends and pretend like that's wrapped around a tree. So we've got
you're the tree.
So her hand down there is like, say you want to winch off a tree or you're hooked up to another vehicle or something like that. You've got your tree saver here and you've got your soft shackle. Got a brand new one, so it's nice and stiff. No. So we're family friendly. All right. So we're going to take that through the tree saver here and then hook it onto your gold ring. Pretty simple so far. Now, with a Snatch Block, which I should have gotten one out, it can be a little bit more difficult than this because you have to lay the winch line across the pulley, then attach it, things like that. But what I did is I just hooked that up like this. So this is hooked up to your tree or your stationary thing. Michelle, if you would hand me that giant red hook over there. And I specifically brought out one of my old winch lines with this mammoth hook on it. And I don't use anything this big anymore. But instead of having to take the two sliding plates, and lay the, sorry, Harris just said something. Sorry, Harris can't be here. He's in Florida right now, but he was just texting somebody. So anywho. So instead of having to take the two sliding plates with the pulley and lay the winch cable over it and then attach your soft shackle or hard shackle, you can go ahead and set this all up and you've got enough space even for a giant hook like this to run it through the soft shackle and onto your pulley. So that is how you're hooking up a snatch pulley right there. Use a soft shackle and a synthetic winch line. And this is anodized and it's machined super smooth. So you have very little friction on it. So the synthetic winch line and the soft shackle aren't going to wear into the aluminum or anything like that, but that's why you don't use steel cable on it or try to fit a hard shackle around anything like that. So that is your new snatch ring. If you're running our soft shackles and a synthetic winch line, this is the way to go. It's lightweight. It'll never rust. It's got a lifetime warranty, just like any of our other stuff. The USS edition gold ring right here, made in the USA. So for all those guys out there that want a made in the USA part, this is your dream. Like I said, covered by the lifetime warranty, and a portion of proceeds always goes to St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital because we got to take care of those kids too, especially this time of year. So that just went live today. That's brand new for us. It's brand new for you guys, and it's awesome. You guys have to try it out. I made a little video on it. The video is actually going to go live, just my standard tabletop tech specs video on this guy is going to go live, I think, at 11:45 tonight because, why not? It might be going on. It might be going live about right now. I don't know, but it'll be on there, and you'll get more details on it. But I don't know what I did today. I did a whole bunch of stuff.
Just wondering, like, see that?
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's a great thing. And one other thing I do want to mention is there are some brands out there that coat theirs in like that frying pan type material. We anodize ours, so we get a finish that's going to last a long, long time and isn't going to flake off and get into your winch rope or anything like that. I don't know if you ever had a frying pan that you've had for a long time and some of that stuff starts coming up. That's going to dig in. That's going to cut stuff. So we opted not to go with any sort of coating on it, just did an anodizing treatment, which is an electrical treatment, essentially. Not a coating on it. So you're going to have it super smooth. It's going to last forever. Come with that lifetime warranty. Yeah, that's it. That's our USS edition gold ring. Just went live on the website. I literally was running around all frantic right before we came on saying, I got to make all this stuff live. But the reason I said, it didn't break anything. The reason I said don't order it quite yet is because right now it's about 7:15 on the East Coast. Well, at midnight, we are starting a very special WTF. That thing turned on again, didn't it?
Yes.
So I got noise in the background.
It's been on for a while.
And what is the WTF, you ask? Well, it's not what you think. It's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You might have seen my last live feed where I covered the WTF sale before, but we're doing the very special WTF this time because normally we do a WTF sale and we take a product that we have a lot of or that maybe we're trying to, move out to the masses, things like that. But this time, we're doing a discount on every single product we sell, and that includes all the new stuff. So your Uber Shackle Hitch receivers, your new color share, your lock pins, and of course the gold rings are going to be on sale. That's going to start at midnight and go through Friday at midnight. Now, if you want to order something right now, go for it. I'm not going to tell you no, but if you want to save 15% on everything, especially this new gold ring, get it rocking and rolling. Get it rocking and rolling for tomorrow, Wednesday through Friday for that WTF sale. And like I said, we're doing it on everything this time. And part of that is because it's kind of a year-end thank you for you guys. I mean, it's the holiday season. I know we missed Hanukkah by a week and a half because it came really early this year, but we got Christmas coming and Kwanzaa and Festivus for the rest of us. But it's that time of year. Whatever you celebrate, how you celebrate it, or who you celebrate it with, it's the time of the year to just have good times, be with your family, be with your friends, and just be happy. So we wanted to kind of spread the love and the thanks to you guys by putting on this WTF sale on everything. Black Flag Adventure, you're having, love it. That's what she said. See, I got commenting on here. Any more colors in the work for the Snatch ring? Right now, no. We named it the gold ring on purpose. We wanted it to be gold. It's also kind of high visibility. We do everything. We do everything in orange. We do our gloves in orange, so they're high vis. Everything's soft shackles, so if you ever drop them or something like that, you're not going to lose them in the mud. But gold is the color that we're doing on this because it's easy to see, easy to find, and it's a nice name. It's the gold ring. Maybe in the future we might consider other colors, but we're doing it in gold for right now. Is there a grease point like the Snatch Block? No, there's no moving points, no moving parts to this at all. There's no pulley. There's no moving plates, anything like that. It is one solid piece of aluminum. So your soft shackles and your synthetic winch line glide easily over it with the anodizing and the machining. But yeah, no grease points, nothing. No moving parts, doesn't rattle, doesn't make a sound, won't ever rust, won't ever fail. Ruby's on, everybody.
Hey, Ruby!
She said ping!
That's how it feels.
There you go. We got it. Let's see. Craig, right now it says $84.99, 15% off the $84.99 price. Okay, the $84.99 price is the standard gold ring. The USS gold ring, which is the American-made one, is $94.99. And yes, it'll be 15% off of that. Both gold rings have exactly the same strengths on it, the same manufacturing process. One is just made in one of our factories overseas, and one of them is made in America. It is what it is. There are people that absolutely have to have made in the USA stuff, and that's perfectly fine. We're catering to you. But there's also people that want to be a little bit more budget-minded and still have something that's going to have a high-quality lifetime warranty, and so we cater to them too. We design, engineer, and control the manufacturing process of all of our parts, period. We don't just willy-nilly outsource to places. We control everything. We handle the testing. We handle the breaking of it. That's what we do. This is our company. These are our products, and we own them every step of the way. You break one, we're going to own that too, and we're going to replace it. So yes, any price you see right now is going to be 15% off come midnight. So I know my bosses right now are thinking, don't tell them not to buy anything. Well, you know what? I want you guys to save money. I want you to get the cool new stuff, and I want you to save some money. So yes, I hope that answers your question. Dallas Journey, Chris said bright pink, Ruby, time to switch all your shackles to some GA. Yep, exactly. We got a lot of pink and a lot of purple, all kinds of stuff. I brought these home, and the first thing my wife said is like, those are going to look great on my Tundra. I'm like, well, hey, hold on. These are not for sale yet, but they are now. So I guess we're going to have to get rid of our red ones and put the white ones on because, what she says goes. Yep. All right, Black Flag Radio, you guys rock. Love the way you guys own your work. Well, it's the only way to do it. I mean, like I said, there are people that want to. There's a contingency of people out there that want to more or less get in my face, and they'll do it on social media, and they'll be like, "Oh, it's made overseas. Oh, I'll never do that." Well, I hate to say it, but a lot of stuff is. And believe me, I want to employ every person in America, and I want to produce the best products out there. But we are fighting battles with materials costs. We're fighting battles with materials quality. I know it sounds strange, but if I have two products in my hand and one's made, at that house over there and one's made at that house over there, and this one fails, I'm going with the other one. Plain and simple. I'm not here to downplay anybody's craftsmanship, but GearAmerica puts a lifetime warranty on everything for a reason, because we build them in a way that we can stand behind them. Stand behind them. Yeah, there we go. And we do. Our first option is always to go with that's why it's called the USS Gold Ring, because it's United States source. That's always our first goal, is to go with the United States source one. We're working on a bunch of products that are made right here in the USA, and that's obviously our first try at everything. We want to have everything made here, but we also want to have everything that we can put a lifetime warranty on. So that's really super important. And if you guys have any other questions about that, or our testing, or our design, or our engineering, if you want to know how some of these parts are made, I can walk over to my desk and I can give you the really crude hand-drawn pictures that I did of this. When I say that we design them, yeah, I'll sit down with a pen or a pencil and I'll draw something, and then I'll hand it over to a CAD designer and an engineer and say, can you make this pretty for me? But I do. I design parts. That's what we do. We're a small company. We're a small group of people. We hang out with the people that we sponsor. We're American owned, and we've all got families here, and we're trying to support them the best we can and make the best parts out there. So, hey Schwartzy, how's it going? I always love it when somebody jumps on the comment that we know. So Michelle Swartz is on. She's another lady-owned Toyota's gal, but she's about an hour and a half that way, so she couldn't make it tonight. Ruby, hola, my lot ladies. So this is a big group, and it's kind of been a joke for about a year and a half now that I'm the random Jeep dude in the lady-owned Toyotas, because that's who when we're going off road, I'm usually with them. Yeah, I know.
Yes.
I know.
We accept you.
It's the strangest looking
You
Toyota.
identify as a Toyota?
Yeah, ask him. He has the badge and everything.
Yep.
Yep.
It's actually taped on my son's bandsaw right behind the Jeep. Yeah. So that's what I've got going. We got all these new products. We've got the WTF sales going to launch at midnight for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. If you don't have one of these, get one. We've got them in stock. They're going to sell fast. They're priced under $100, plus you're going to save money with that 15% off tomorrow through Friday. Get it. You're not going to regret it. It's lightweight, easy to use. And if you don't have a soft shackle, get a soft shackle while you're at it, because it'll be 15% off too. Our soft shackles. You guys all have the soft shackles?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. These are also made in the USA. There are 45,000 pound brake strength on it. That's a lot. So if you want to hang, 10 Toyota Tacomas from it, you can with that kind of brake strength. Yeah, that's a great pair right there. Get a soft shackle, get a gold ring, and be on with it. Dallas Journey, remember they give a portion of proceeds to St. Jude. Absolutely. So everything you buy, I don't care if it's a decal or if it's one of each, we give a portion to St. Jude's every single time. No matter how big, no matter how small the order is, we're giving a portion to St. Jude's, because that is something that's, being people with families and kids and things like that, especially this time of year. St. Jude's does such a great job researching and ultimately defeating childhood cancer and other really catastrophic childhood conditions. And they do it in a way where this needy child and their family isn't going to be put in the poorhouse. They don't charge anything for it. They rely on donations. And that's, us supporting St. Jude's is done through you guys. If you buy one of these things, a portion's going to St. Jude's. We've got to take care of those kids. So never lose sight of that. And even when it's on sale, I might be discounting this 15%, but I'm still giving a portion of St. Jude's. It doesn't matter what you pay for it. We're still paying the money to it. Good cause. Dallas Journey, Kenna, another Lot Gang member. Yep, Kenna. Well, yes, Kenna is another Lot Gang member, but you're not Kenna, are you? Dallas Journey, no. Does the donut work at least as good or better than the aluminum Snatch Block? Yes. I mean, it works very similarly. The differences you're going to find is, I've got one of the Ultra Snatch Blocks too. It's in the Jeep behind me. I use it. I love it. It's great. It's lightweight. The biggest difference is this doesn't have any moving parts. So it can be a little bit easier to use, especially considering you can hook it up and then put the hook through it. So if you're out working in the mud and the muck and you don't want to go through extra steps and things like that, this is a little bit lighter, doesn't have any moving parts, so it's just different. It works the same. It has the same effectiveness as the Ultra Snatch Block. But that just comes down to personal preference. But both of them are designed for a soft shackle and synthetic winch line. So can't put any metal up against the aluminum. Did that answer your question, Craig? Hopefully. Supporting St. Jude is a huge point to me personally. I love that you guys do that. I didn't even know that when I first bought my shackles from you for Whiplash, my JLU. I think I have seen you on Instagram. Alicia's on. What's up, kid? We are popular with the Leigh Toyota's crowd tonight. But no, I appreciate that, Craig. Yeah, it's definitely good to be a part of something bigger than yourself. You know, we're all in it to make good products and make money, and Yahoo, it's a business, whatever, but you know, gotta take care of people. But yeah, so that's what I've got for you tonight. You know, it wasn't going to be super long, but hopefully it was informative, but I'm going to stay on for a little bit because if you guys have any questions for Daisy, Kendahl, Jen, Leigh, or Michelle, fire at will, because I'm going to make them answer. So go ahead. You know, what did Jen's single?
Oh, dear God. I mean, it's true story. He's not lying.
She's like, don't embarrass me.
I mean, it's facts, people. It's facts. So
There's a few.
That's out there.
More than one of us.
Yeah, we have
Leigh, Daisy.
Is this like a dating service / GearAmerica thing?
You know what? You can't go wrong though.
Right? Just
Triple
saying.
V, hello from Montana. Use your rope, get up some mud. Triple V, did you just log in? Did you just get here? Because I'm going to go through the whole spiel again. No. For those of you just joining us, we talked about new products. We have a steel Uber Shackle hitch receiver. That's a 10-ton workload, 20-ton brake strength. We've got 3 new colors of Mega Shackles. We've got a pastel pink, pastel purple, and white because you guys wanted it. And then, of course, we've got the gold ring. So this is our new Snatch Recovery Ring. This is for you, Triple V, because you said yes. This is a no moving part Snatch Recovery Ring. It's designed to use with a soft shackle and synthetic winch line. I feel like I'm on the emergency exits. But yeah, no moving parts, made out of anodized aluminum. It's got a 12-ton workload and a 24-ton brake strength on it. So still covered by our lifetime warranty. The USS edition is made in the United States with locally sourced material. So did that cover everything? Yep. And then I've got Jen, who is sponsored by GearAmerica, and she drives a Subaru that's all tricked out and lifted, and she'll go anywhere you tell her to.
Even when you tell me not to. It's like,
An incredible off-roader. It's and a lot of it too. I mean, because I've got Daisy and Kendahl down there. They're with Leigh Toyotas. They both have 2-wheel drive lifted Tacomas. And for all of the people who make the smart aleck remarks about 2-wheel drives, it is a lot about spotting, tire placement, and a little bit of maybe a lot of skinny pedal. And you know what? It's about driving what you drive, loving what you drive, and going out and having fun. That's what brings this whole community together. You know, Leigh's got like the super tricked out 4Runner. Michelle's got Tacoma TRD with the locker and everything that she tends to forget to use sometimes.
I just want to
They're
send it.
optional.
I just want to send it.
Yeah, but it's
nobody calls us out on all this stuff. Awesome.
no, this is all good stuff.
This
is all,
was your idea? Your idea.
It was my idea. I don't know what I was thinking.
like I said, they wanted to be on a live feed with me, so it's like, you know, I just set up the bat signal. They're like, yeah, heck yeah, we'll do it. I think you were the first to respond.
Probably.
Like, yeah,
I gave my 15 minutes of fame.
I will go on YouTube Live with you. First off, what's YouTube Live?
Stop
Yep.
lying. He's not lying.
No, but it's
They
just
know,
we're
they
just
know.
out here to spread the information for GearAmerica.
Must
So
be Subaru
yeah.
Hey now, easy on a Subaru. Easy.
Hey, that Subaru is rocking GearAmerica decals,
Yes.
GearAmerica gear in it, and
That is.
I'll tell you, there's people out there that that might have, you know, the big tires and the loud exhaust and all that stuff. And honestly, I'd rather go with her. She's got a little more sanity than a lot of people out there. But
Listen, Michelle.
you asked me to be nice. You guys asked me to be nice, so I'm being nice.
I mean,
You have not come out with us. You need to come out with us.
I have none. This is
Offensive.
true. This is true. I
We
will
will make-
gladly park the Subaru.
No.
Oh,
Come with us.
Yeah,
oh,
we have something on January 3rd.
I know some Subaru people that tried to pretend they were Toyota, and it did not work out well for them. So I'm a little scared.
We'll be
But-
careful.
Hey, you remember that kid at the with that white one at Butcher Jones with the 4-cylinder who was
Yes.
trying to make it up that hill and
Yes.
it just literally ran out of power?
Yes.
That's ridiculous. Yeah, true story. Guys going up a dirt hill like this, foot to the floor. Did it have a CVT transmission in that thing too? I
Probably.
mean, and the car just finally went and just said
No,
no,
give it.
no, thank you. GearAmerica to the rescue. But yeah, I mean, but hey, he pushed the limits. That's he found it. Yeah. All right, guys, I'm leaving it up to you. I know we got some people on there. I got 18 people watching right now. Do you guys have any questions for me of all the new gear, or any questions of the gals from Leigh owned Toyotas or Jen with the Subaru? You know, we're here. We're here to interact. We're here to answer any questions, and we'd love to get them handled. So I'll give you guys a couple minutes of that. Ruby, will the lock option work on the colored ones? No, unfortunately, these are Mega Shackles, not the Uber Shackles. The Uber Shackles we still only have in a handful of colors. But that's not to say that in the future we won't do locking ones. We do put the 3-stage coating on all of our Shackles. So if you decide you want to do a custom color, because there were a lot of, I made the mistake when I put out that survey of other, you know, and I think I got probably 100 responses with people saying I want the bikini blue for my JL, or the Dozer, or, you know, all of the factory colors, which, you know, I know Jeep and Toyota, they're not very forthright with their paint. You know, it's like, hey, can I buy a bucket of paint so I can match it? They do not want you to duplicate their paint colors. So unfortunately, I'm not able to do that. But what I tell people is, with the coating we have on it, you don't need to strip this. You don't need to powder, you know, sandblast it or strip it or anything. You can powder coat right over this, and you're still going to maintain the integrity of the rust prevention and the coating on it. So that's what I tell people when they got to have a really super specific color. Any plans on coming out with some traction boards? Funny you ask.
Ooh. I'm listening.
Maybe. Traction boards, that is something that I can't really dive too deeply into yet, but we have, Harris and I have started working on a design together, and we've talked with a couple of people with some injection molding and some material stuff, but that's going to be a little bit down the road. I would say deep into 2022. I would love to become, if we can get our ducks in a row, I would love to be able to come out with an announcement in the next several months about a positive potential with it. We're working on it, but traction boards are an interesting thing. I had them on my Jeep. I had a brand of them on my Jeep for like 3 years and never used them once. But no, there's a lot to traction boards, and the biggest component of doing a traction board is injection molding, and making a mold is very expensive. The second component is the materials. There are a lot of traction boards out there that are primarily like a heavy duty ABS plastic, or like a thermoplastic polymer. But getting into like the nylon reinforced plastic super polymer, I'm not a science nerd. The really good stuff is really expensive, and you can see that when you go shopping for them. You know, unfortunately, there's kind of a, you know, if you lined up 8 or 10 traction boards and you're shopping for all of them, you're like price, and there's a reason for that. It's the materials, and that's what we want to go after. So I want to be able to produce a traction board that's going to be one of the best on the market, that we can put a lifetime warranty on, that's going to be made of the best materials, that's going to be at a good price point. So that's the battle that I'm doing right now with traction boards. More to come on that. That's about as deep as I can get into that. So there's traction boards. Gonna swap from Mega Shackles to Uber Shackles. Do it. You won't regret it. I actually run Mega Shackles on the front of the Jeep and Uber Shackles on the rear. And you know, I never take them off. So the Uber Shackles are great because you can lock them into place, and then I just hook up with a soft shackle. Or the Mega Shackle, I just put a wrench on it and I crank it down. So flip it tight. I don't think it's ever going to come off. Both good, but the Mega Shackle's an 8-ton. The Uber Shackle's a 10-ton. So it is a burlier, beefier shackle. And you can see it just in the size difference. I mean, it's a bigger, beefier shackle. Good stuff, though. But, I mean, everything's going to come with a lifetime warranty. And you know what? This is an 8-ton workload, but it's 60,000 pound brake strength. So that's my challenge to you. Go do a recovery with this thing. And I don't mean drop a truck off the Empire State Building with one of these things connected to it. I mean, do a real recovery. If you break it, I'm going to be impressed. And that's why I put a lifetime warranty on it, because I've got faith in it. All right, let's see what else we got. Are both gold donuts USA version and outsourced made to the exact same specs, standards, quality, and anodized? Yes, they are. The anodizing, I take that back. The anodizing is done in 2 different places. The overseas one is a little bit lighter in color, but they're both gold. But they are made to the same specs. They have the same workload and the same minimum brake strength, same shape, everything on it. They're both 6061 T6 aluminum. One we were just able to get it done a little bit less money, and I'm sorry for that. That's just the reality of things. But we're also working to move everything to the U.S. market by doing a bigger bulk production of them. So if we can do that, if we can get the USS version down to the same price as the overseas one, we will not produce it overseas. We will be 100% in the U.S. But right now, I've got batches of each, and one of them is $10 cheaper. So hopefully that answered the question. Yes, lifetime warranty on traction boards would be tough, I bet. But you know what? I put lifetime warranties on everything. I've got, it's kind of buried over there, but I've got a strap that one of our friends that is a mutual friend of all of ours, Dylan, he beat the tar out of for about 5 or 6 years, and he started to fray it. He wrapped it around a rock or something, and it started to cut through it. I just took it from him and gave him another one. You know, lifetime warranty is about hedging your bets, because I have faith in this stuff. I'm not worried about it at all. And if somebody does break one, I want to hear the story. I want to know how they did it, and I hope it's a cool story because I want to tell people about it.
Okay, first.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, when it comes down to it, is if you use our gear the way it's designed to be used, you're not going to break it. But that being said, you're not always doing a recovery in the exact way it's meant to be performed. Like, you're not supposed to, run winch lines over sharp rocks. But when it comes down to it, if you're first and foremost protecting human life, second, protecting your dog's life. That might be first for some of us. But second would be, the vehicles and getting it safely out of a bad situation. There are going to be times when you misuse stuff. And if something gets broken from misuse, generally speaking, if you read the fine print, that's not covered by our warranty. But you come to me and you say, hey, I broke this, but the good news is I saved a busload of kids. I'm like, all right, I'll give you another one. Yeah. But yeah, no, lifetime warranty for traction boards. Yes and no. It can be difficult whenever we do a new product to figure out a lifetime warranty with it. But that's why we want to have the best materials and the best craftsmanship out there. We've got other products further down the pipeline that are going to branch out into like the overland world. And I'm trying to figure out where that piece of paper with all the black lines through it of what I am supposed to say and not supposed to say. But anyways, we've got some really cool stuff coming, and a lot of the hoops we jump through is for lifetime warranty. But we'll do it. That's part of what makes GearAmerica tick, is being able to put a lifetime warranty on everything. I don't see us having a product where we do like a 1-year limited warranty or something like that. We just wouldn't carry the product. So if that makes sense. Pitties and an STI. Oh, we got another Subaru person on there. What's the minimum angle you can go with the Snatch Recovery Ring? Well, the beauty of now we might have to talk about this. Are you talking about like angle of the rope pulling to the side? Or are you talking about like the angle here, like if it crossed over? Because this thing is sort of a 3-dimensional use. When you've got the soft shackle through it, it's not going to be as limited to motion as, say, a conventional snatch block. Because if you got a tree or another vehicle or something like that, and you're doing a change of direction off this direction, this is going to be able to move a lot easier than if you've got a hard shackle through a traditional snatch block, depending on how you hooked it up. So as for angle, if you've got it crossed up in a way where you've got one pointing this way and one pointing that way, it'll turn like this, and it'll absorb a lot of that angle. And if you can't absorb the angle and it's that sharp and that bad, then there's a bad situation going on. You need to readjust the way it's hooked up. I hope that helps, because that was sort of a nebulous question. There you go. Gives me tons of pizza mind. Thanks for that story. No problem. I can tell stories all day. Just ask these guys. They're like, what are we doing here? Kristen's just sitting here talking.
I'm gonna need a beer if we're gonna keep going on this
Yeah.
route.
Yeah.
No problem. We got beers. So this is, I mean, we're all human. You know? It's one thing I love about watching like off-roading channels on YouTube from Australia is they stop and camp and just pop open a beer. There's no sugarcoating it.
9 a.m.
It's like, you know what?
Good for them.
Like, oh, it's early. Give me a coffee. All right, here's your beer. So, you know, it is what it is. We're all adults. All right, guys. So that's what I have for you tonight. I've got all the new products. They are all live on the website. You can go check them out. Check out all the specs on there. We do have the very special WTF starting at midnight tonight for 3 days. 15% off everything. Stock up. Get yourself a new gold ring. Get something for the kids. Get something for the family. Now, I will throw in a little caveat. Shipping times are horrible right now. We try to ship everything express, which is 2 to 3 days, but unfortunately, the carriers are saying it's more like 5 to 7 days. So if you want that last-minute Christmas present or last-minute, end of the year holiday, whatever, let's get on it. Get on it now while you can save some money in the next few days and get it coming. Get it coming for yourself. Get it coming for a buddy. Get it coming for somebody that you care about and don't want them to screw themselves up when they're off-road because they don't have the right gear. Does that make sense? Yeah. So that's what I've got for you guys tonight. I greatly appreciate everybody who's out there watching and all of Gear America Nation. We love you. Thank you so much for your patronage and have an awesome holiday season. Now, can you hand me that black thing right there? So for all of my awesome guests, Merry Christmas. You are all getting one of the new Gear America bags. So
I just literally told you I wanted one.
I know. And I'm like, yeah, they're out of stock. I don't think you can have them. If you guys haven't seen this is actually really awesome. This is something that that I got to really put my hands in the design process on. This one just came out of his package, so it's kind of stiff. But don't dare.
I didn't say a word.
Somebody else will, I'm sure.
Somebody's gonna comment. Just wait for it.
So this is our new-ish gear bag, and all of our like kinetic ropes, soft shackles, everything comes in a bag, like one of the little backpacks with the string on them. But I wanted to put together a gear bag that fits everything. So I have one of these in the Jeep. It's got a tree saver, a 20-foot toe strap, a kinetic rope, I think like 5 soft shackles, one of the gold rings now, and a couple pairs of gloves crammed into it. It's got the reflective stripes on the side. It's got a double zipper. This is really neat for the people that have, wet weather. I don't know if you can see through that, but I put a mesh top on it. That way, when stuff gets muddy and wet, it can breathe so it doesn't smell like something died in there. We've got 6 pockets on the inside that are Velcro. So when you're out and about, you need someplace to put your wallet or whatever, small stuff, gloves, it's in there. And it's a nice heavy-duty tarpaulin thing. It's got an adjustable shoulder strap. It's got everything. So each one of these 5 lovely ladies is getting one of these, and that's because I made them suffer for 45 minutes on a live feed with me. So Merry Christmas, you guys.
Thank you.
Yep. And let's see. I'll see you at midnight. That's what I like to hear because I'll be up. I'll be monitoring stuff. But yeah, it's going to be a good sale. You guys will be able to save a lot of money on a lot of really cool stuff. The locking pins, the Uber Hitch receiver, the new colors of Shackles, the gold ring. It's all there. It's all up. It's live right now. Like I said, you can go check out all the specs right now. Just give it a few hours. Let's save some money.
Now wait, is that midnight Eastern time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Midnight Eastern.
Maybe when I get off, I'll just go start it now. I don't know.
Yeah, I think you should.
Then it'll be a sale.
It's Wednesday someplace.
Yeah.
It's Wednesday, so
Right.
yeah.
Shoot, it's almost Thursday in Australia right now. They're all there going, WTF. that was awful, wasn't it?
It was.
What kind of camera are you using? Very clear, nice. I have no idea. So I actually use a Logitech Brio webcam for my personal stuff, but this one is my son's because I didn't want his actually have a longer cord. So just so everybody out there knows, this is in fact my garage. This is where all the Gear America West Garage videos are shot. But this Jeep is sideways. We're like sideways in a 3-car garage right now. It's on dollies, pushed around. I've got table set. It's ridiculous, and I'm giving away all the secrets. But no, this this is my son's 1080p webcam that he uses for all of his gaming and stuff and his university stuff. So it's a good camera. I just don't know what kind it is, but it's very comparable to the Logitech Brio, which is a great camera. And then that's a microphone. I don't know what kind it is either. It's something.
A microphone.
Yeah. Yep. All right. OMG Pink. Amy, did you just get here?
We're not doing this whole thing yet, are we?
Hey, Lot Gang. She says, hey, Lot Gang F. I don't know what the F stands for, but I'm assuming she likes you. Do you guys know Amy Marler?
Yes, we do.
All right. Well,
Hi,
she's on
Amy.
now. All right, Amy, I got to do it all again. So, yes, we've got
Here,
pink,
Rich.
we've got purple, we've got white. Those are the new colors. We got the new steel Uber Shackle hitch receiver with the locking hitch pins that come in 2 sizes. And, of course, the USS Edition Gold Ring, which is the new Snatch Ring. No moving parts, aluminum, never rust, works with soft shackle and synthetic winch line. All of these are live on the site, and everything's going 15% off at midnight for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, which is our very special WTF sale to celebrate the holidays with all you awesome people, GearAmerica Nation. There we go. All right. So that was a recap for Amy. So please, no one else come on. But
So we need Kendahl for Cliff Notes.
Yeah. Kendahl's very
definitely
good.
yeah, but I don't know if they're family friendly.
Probably.
I can't communicate in emojis. Yeah. Right on. All right, folks. Well, that is going to be up. Our time is up for us. So I'm going to go give these lovely ladies a frosty beverage and their Christmas gifts. And I really, really appreciate you guys. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can leave them below when I put this video up on YouTube, which is going to go up shortly. Otherwise, you can shoot me an email. My email address is Chris, C-H-R-I-S, @GearAmerica.com. No, I'm not afraid to give it up on the air. You can email me. You can ask me questions. A lot of people like to ask questions when they're not in a live session with other people. So yeah, if you have a question, you have a comment, you have a concern, you can email me, Chris@GearAmerica.com, or leave it down below. Like I said, I'm going to put information on these guys' Instagrams account so you can follow along with them and the cool stuff that lady-owned Toyotas do and the crazy Subaru people.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Yes.
It is absolutely a compliment. Black Flag Adventure says it's beer 30. I'm going to rock and roll with that. So from the GearAmerica West Garage, this is Chris with the lady-owned Toyotas and Jen with the Subaru signing off. And as always, off-road smart and tread lightly. Happy trails, everybody.